Hey there folks, welcome to Broken Wrench Garage. All your backyard mechanic needs. Click that like and subscribe button. Enjoy. Alright, 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee dropped a valve, blew a piston apart, motor's no good. One YouTube video on this bad boy. One on how to successfully pull out the motor. And they had it labeled as motor swap from hell. Thinking I've had worse, but motor stuck. So there's a few things to do to make it work, or at least try to. The video I seen, they pulled the motor out with a torque converter attached, so, but I don't want to mess with it a whole lot if I don't have to. I'd rather take the torque converter bolts out. So I need to obviously pull off your alternator that goes over there. Sits right in here. AC compressor. You don't have to evac the system. I pulled the air box out right here and it flipped right over into that spot, so I got plenty of room to pull it out. So got all that done, got all the coolant hoses, this drained the oil, coolant, yada yada yada. Got the exhaust manifold bolts out both sides. I need to lift this up yet, pull that motor mount out right here, and that'll give me access to the back of the starter. Climb underneath, zip the starter bolts out. The video I seen on YouTube, they had pulled the whole exhaust system out so they could drop the rear of the tranny to get the top two bell housing bolts out. Well, let me save you a little headache with that one. Pull the intake off, and hang on here. Pull the intake off, reach right down in there. You can feel the top of the tranny where that sits like that. Feel your way up, boom, two bolts, one on the left, one on the right. Got them out already. So I'm hoping I don't need to drop the exhaust on this. And tranny cross member at all. I think I'll be in pretty good shape, to be honest with you. And hold on just a second. And then just so you know, I'm not fooling around here with the motor being locked up. And let me get that on there just a second. So won't go to the right. Oh, it goes right there and stops. So my hope is that once I pull the differential out the front or lower it down, I can put the oil pan bolts out and rock this motor back and forth and let the pieces fall out the bottom, because it's a cast aluminum oil pan, just the little piece in the back steel. Do gotta pop the upper ball joint. CV axles, they just pop right out. It was no big deal. Like I said, I got the top two bell housing bolts out, and I just got the ones on the side, the starter, and should be pulling this bad boy out tomorrow. I got like 3.5, 4 hours into this, maybe, tearing this part down, and probably another 2 hours or so, and I'll have it out on the ground. But yeah, again, it goes that way too. It hits. Goes that way a little bit. But yeah, we'll see about part 2 when I get up in the morning. So you have to, like I said, let the differential down a little bit. We did take the bolts out of the front drive shaft, but it's like rusted together or something like that. So we took the steel part of the oil pan off. It's just like a little 5-inch by 9-inch little oil pan or whatever. Took that off. You do have to unbolt your front power steering, electronic power steering, if that's what you have, off the wherever it's mounted to, the subframe. Lift her out. I left one motor mount, half of it in there. The other one's completely out. Exhaust, as you can see, still in the vehicle. Never even dipped it out. Never took a cross member out from the bottom. Those 2 bolts right there in the other video I seen on YouTube, that's why they took the entire exhaust out. They took the entire I think they took the rear drive shaft out and dipped the whole motor and tranny backwards just to get those 2 bolts. But like I said, if you just pop the intake off and stick your hand right along the firewall, boom, right there, 2 15mm bolts, easy peasy. So on a scale of 1 to 10 on difficulty level, I mean 6 or 7. Just I've never done one before, so it, you know, I mean, obviously you just keep working past your little hurdles that you got going on. So like I said, 2012 Jeep Grand Cherokee.